Hello, Glenn Goldman from Goldman & Daskell Personal Injury Attorneys. And the other day I was talking to a client and actually sitting down and reviewing the different coverages under Florida law for an automobile accident case. And the client said to me, well, what is PIP? PIP is personal injury protection, and it's the part of the Florida law that's the no-fault portion of the law. And Florida is one of 12 states in the country that requires mandatory PIP or personal injury protection. And personal injury protection pays 80% of our clients' medical bills and 60% of their lost wages up to either $2,500 or $10,000 if they've been injured in an accident. And what I always tell my clients all the time is that PIP or personal injury protection follows the person. And what I mean by that is that if you're the driver of a vehicle, whether it's your vehicle or your friend's vehicle, or you're a passenger in somebody else's vehicle, or you're a pedestrian hit by a car, or you're on a bicycle hit by a car, you always have to make a claim with your own insurance company and submit your medical bills and your wage loss through your own personal injury protection. I had a case a couple of years ago where I represented the driver and the passenger. It was a 5-car collision on I-95. And the driver was driving his own car and was injured, had to put his medical bills through his own personal injury protection insurance coverage. The passenger, separate friend, had to put their medical bills through their own personal injury protection. And all the other people in the other 4 cars, drivers and passengers, if they were injured, all had to put their medical bills and their wage loss through their own personal injury protection. And just to give you a little bit of history about Florida and about personal injury laws, personal injury protection, between 1920 and 1940, scholars were trying to figure out, like, how do we compensate accident victims? And between 1940 and 1970, automobile accident cases in Florida rose tremendously and rose throughout the country tremendously because obviously many more cars were sold, roads were getting busier, roads were getting bigger. And so in 1971, the Florida legislature determined that we need to have personal injury protection, the no-fault part of the Florida law. And as I indicated, it will pay 80% of your medical bills and 60% of your wage loss up to $2,500 or $10,000 if you have an emergency medical condition that's determined by a nurse practitioner or a doctor. I've been handling those cases for more than 30 years. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you've been involved in an accident, we can take your call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a service that will contact me 8 o'clock at night, evenings, weekends, whatever it may be. So please don't hesitate to reach out, and thank you so much.